Hello students, welcome to biology class. I am your biology teacher Minakshi. In the last video, we discussed the structure and functions of cell wall and nucleus. In today's video, we will discuss cytoplasm and cell organelles. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like semi-fluid substance that is bounded by plasma membrane, and it contains about 90% water, 7% proteins, 2% carbohydrates and lipids, and 1% minerals, vitamins, and many more substances. Cytoplasms contain many cell organelles, students, which are broadly classified into three types. Some cell organelles are bound by two membranes. Some cell organelles are bound by a single membrane, and there are some cell organelles that are without any limiting membrane. Organelles with two outer membranes are mitochondria and plastids. Organelles with a single limiting membrane are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, and vacuoles. And cell organelles without limiting membrane are ribosomes and centrosomes. Let us discuss some of these cell organelles. Number one, mitochondria. Mitochondria is commonly called the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called the powerhouse of the cell? Because the energy required by living organisms for carrying out all the metabolic activities are generated in the mitochondria. Let us first discuss the structure of mitochondria. As being told to you just now, it has two membranes. Outer membrane is smooth. As you can see from the diagram, this is the outer membrane, this is smooth, and the inner membrane is folded into finger-like projections called cristae. Now from the diagram, it is clear that this inner membrane is folded into finger-like projections, and these finger-like projections are called cristae. Cristae and inner membrane has F1 particles. F1 particles are also called elementary particles for generating ATP. From the diagram we can see that the cristae bears these knob-like structures called F1 particles, and these are the actual sites of generation of ATPs. The space within the mitochondria is called inner mitochondrial chamber, and it is filled with matrix. This space within the mitochondria, this is called the matrix, and it is filled with fluid. And what does matrix contain? Matrix has respiratory enzymes, DNA, RNA, and ribosomes. Now since the matrix has its own DNA, RNA, and ribosomes, it can replicate on its own. Replicate means it can make copies of it. One mitochondria can make more mitochondria. Because of this feature, mitochondria is called a semi-autonomous organelle. Why mitochondria is called semi-autonomous organelle? Because it has its own DNA, RNA, and ribosomes. It can synthesize its own proteins, and they can also replicate on their own. What is the function of mitochondria? Mitochondria generate energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and provide this energy for various metabolic functions of the cell. The second cell organelle is plastids. Plastids are commonly called the kitchen of the cell because the food in the form of glucose is prepared in the plastids. Let us see the structure and functions. Plastids are the largest cell organelles that are found only in plant cells, and they are absent in animal cells. They are double membrane structure. It means they are bounded by two membranes. Their shape is either oval or spherical, and plastids are basically of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Chloroplast are green color plastids because they contain the photosynthetic pigment called chlorophyll. And what is the function of chloroplast? They help in the process of photosynthesis for preparing food for the remaining living organism in the form of glucose. Chromoplast are colored plastids. They have various colored pigments except green. They contain red pigments, yellow pigments, orange pigments, and many more colored pigments. And what is their function? They give peculiar colors to fruits and flowers. Leucoplasts are the colorless plastids, and their main function is storage. They store food like lipids, starch, proteins, water, etc. Let us discuss the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast has two membranes, outer membrane and the inner membrane. It has colorless ground matrix called stroma. The material that is bounded by the two membranes, this substance is called the matrix and it is called stroma. In the stroma are present membranous system, membrane bound system, clear from the diagram, and these membrane bound systems are called grana. Singular is granum, plural is grana. Granum is a stack of membrane bound sacs called thylakoid. Here you can see from the diagram that each granum has various membrane bound sac like structures. These individual units are called thylakoid, and the whole stack of thylakoid is called the granum. Again, granum contains chlorophyll, and these are the sites of photosynthesis, that is the light reaction. Plastids also have their own DNA, RNA and ribosomes. Now since they have these three substances in them, again they can also synthesize their own proteins and they can also replicate on their own. That is why they are also called semi-autonomous bodies. It means two cell organelles are semi-autonomous. Number one, mitochondria, and number two, plastids. The third cell organelle that we are going to take up today is endoplasmic reticulum. What does the word endoplasmic reticulum mean? It means a network of inner fluid of cell. It means it forms a sort of network in the cytoplasm. It is a complex network of channels bounded by membranes. It is a complex network of channels, as you can see, and these are bounded by a single membrane. At some places, these membranes are connected with plasma membrane at one end and with nuclear membrane at the other end, forming a continuous channel. Here I have made a diagram to make this point clear, student, that at some places this endoplasmic reticulum, at one point it is continuous with the plasma membrane and at the other point it is continuous with nuclear membrane. So it is forming a continuous channel right from the nucleus up to the plasma membrane. Now it occurs in two forms, students. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the abbreviation for smooth endoplasmic reticulum is SER, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum abbreviation is RER. Now why they are called smooth and rough? Because smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have ribosomes attached on their surface, so their appearance is smooth, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum has a rough appearance because ribosomes are attached on their surface, so their appearance is rough. Now what are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum? Number one, it provides mechanical support. Why? Because it forms a continuous network within the cytoplasm, so it acts like a skeleton. That is why it provides mechanical support. Number two, its channels form intracellular transport system. Intracellular means transportation within the cell. The third function is SCR. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum takes part in the synthesis and storage of lipids and steroids. And rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis and transportation of proteins. Here it is to be noted by you students that rough endoplasmic reticulum does not synthesize proteins. It is the ribosomes attached on rough endoplasmic reticulum that synthesizes proteins. RER just helps in the synthesis and transportation of proteins. Now, the lipids and proteins that are synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum, they are used for making cell membrane. As we have discussed in the previous video that plasma membrane or cell membrane is made up of lipids and proteins, also called lipoproteins. And since both these chemicals are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum, that is why endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes cell membrane, and this process is called membrane biogenesis. And SCR of liver cells, smooth endoplasmic reticulum of liver cells, takes part in detoxification of many drugs and poisons. Detoxification means reducing the harmful effects of drugs and poison is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum of liver cells. The fourth cell organelle that we are going to discuss today is Golgi apparatus. Students, Golgi apparatus was described by Camillo Golgi in the year 1898. Actually, Golgi apparatus is a specialized portion of smooth endoplasmic reticulum that is meant for cell secretion. Cell secretion means synthesizes various types of substances in the cells. Now, structure, it consists of flattened sacs or cisternae, vesicles and large secretory vesicles, also called vacuoles. Okay, here we can see from the diagram that what it is contain: flattened sac-like structures. The whole stack is called the cisternae, small vesicles and large secretory vesicles called vacuoles. Either they are called secretory vesicles or they are called vacuoles. Now, as clear from the diagram, cisternae occur in small stacks. You can see these flattened sac-like structures, cisternae, they occur in small stacks. In plant cells, these Golgi apparatus consist of several freely distributed units. They do not contain cisternae. Indeed, they are freely distributed subunit, and in plant cells, these Golgi apparatus are called dictyosomes. What are the functions of Golgi apparatus? There are some very important functions performed by Golgi apparatus. Among them, number one is synthesis of lysosomes. The lysosomes are the cell organelles that are synthesized in Golgi apparatus. Number two, synthesis of cell wall, plasma membrane, polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are large molecules of sugars, and glycoproteins. Number three, secretion of mucus. Mucus is a sticky substance that is secreted in many parts of the animal body. Enzymes and hormones. Not only the secretion but their storage also takes place in Golgi apparatus in the form of vesicles or secretory vacuoles. The fourth function performed by Golgi apparatus is formation of acrosome in sperms and cell plate during cell division in plant cells. Students, the topics that we have discussed today, assignment related to them is available on the school website. You are required to answer those questions in your biology notebook. In the next video, we would discuss remaining cell organelles and cell division. Thank you very much.